All right, I'm Bob the Cigar Guy, and you are awesome. And we are reviewing cigars. It is Druzy, and welcome to the Smoke Easy Studios, where it is freezing. For 3 days straight, it's going to be freezing. And I got to tell you, I'm sitting here thinking about all the trends and all the social media things and the reviews and the videos. And unboxing is a thing. People love unboxing. And so I've been wanting to do an unboxing, but I want to make sure it's a box that's worthy of unboxing because some are just boxes. You just open them up and they're cigars. And some of them have a secondary presentation to the inside of the box. And when you open it, you're just amazing and amazed, right? One of those cigars is the H99. Boy, I hope they haven't changed the packaging since last time. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. Chief does this all the time. I don't do it much, but Chief does it all the time. To open the cellophane, instead of trying to cut it with your pocket knife and this and that, you go to the back of the box and you take your lighter, right? This cute little Calibri slimline, and you'll just melt away a little bit of cellophane, right? And then you stick your fingers in there, and you grab it, and you rip it, right? And we're getting into this fast. Now, I did get my blend information and the pretty reading off of Half Wheel. Half was a great website to go to if you want to check all that stuff out. But let's look at this box. Gorgeous box, right? It says that right there. What does it say? Bob, what does it say? Legal provider H99, 152 millimeter by 52, Connecticut Corojo Toro, right? It's got it right there. It's got it right there. This box will present in every side, everything, every way, every how. It's even got, what's that on the back? It says 24 cigars, man. I'm looking forward to this right here. I am looking forward to this right here. So let's open the box. Got that nice little hinge flip right there. But watch this. Watch. Come on, Bob. Open it up. Wow. Look at that cute little piece of cedar right there, right? It says La Gran Fabrica, Drew Estate, Nicaragua, the rebirth of cigars. Nice little piece of cedar right there. If you want to make some cedar spills, knock yourself out. It works just fine. I'd rather use a lighter. But look at that. I mean, the Liga line has gorgeous bundles in the box, right? If I pull this out, it's shaped like a six-sided thing. I don't know what that is. A six-octagon. I don't know. But it's got that gorgeous little. I mean, they take time. Now this is some of their premium core line, right? This is not a core line, premium line, the legal line. So they want to make sure that you have a gorgeous presentation as well as great flavors. So this makes great pictures, right? Look at that picture. Take a picture. Go ahead. Right. So you could take that screenshot and use it anytime you want to. Hope you don't put bad memes on there. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit and slide one out. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't want to. I have done an unboxing before and I've dropped all the cigars and I don't want to do that. So I lift it up. I will slide one out. And then I'll put it back. And see, they're all, I didn't mention that, they're all facing the right direction. Fantastic. Oh. Now I've got to go hide this so Chief doesn't get hold of it because Chief likes the H99 about as much as I do. Let's put this over here. Okay, so this heifer right here. Let me read what Half Wheel has on their site. It says, it's made with a hybrid of stock cut Habano and Connecticut Corojo wrapper. The internal blend includes a Mexican San Andreas Otapan Ultima Corte binder and filler tobaccos grown in Honduras, Nicaragua, and Pennsylvania. According to the company, the Pennsylvania tobacco is none other than the infamous Green River One Sucker, which is known for its combination of strength and potent flavor. And it is a whooper. If you're not ready for it, it'll get you. Make sure you eat before you smoke this. But I want to get in here and enjoy this. Do I know how it tastes? Absolutely. It tastes delicious. That's right. Fantastic and phenomenal. Now I've got my little lighter, but I've also got this cute little slimline cutter. Look at that thing. Look how gorgeous that is. The reason I grabbed it is because it's right on my desk, but also because it's the red. It matches, right? I mean, I want to accessorize, right? We open that thing up. Let's get a cut on it. Did I mention it was cold in here? Right now, it is 54 degrees in the shop. It is chilly. Luckily, that cutter is sharp as sharp as sharp, so we didn't get any problem with the cap. Because a cigar, when it's this cold, you can have a possibility of your elasticity of your tobacco not being very elastic at that time, and so it can crack. If you're going to smoke in the wintertime, I would highly recommend that where your cigars are in a warm area, you cut them first, and then you take them outside. If you're going to smoke outside, or in a cold studio, you take them outside and you let them sit outside and normalize a little bit. You let them get adjusted to the climate a little bit, dry boxing, so as to speak. But I let mine sit out for an hour usually, and then I go out there and smoke it, and that minimizes the amount of chances for the wrapper to bust because of the heat, not because of the construction, but just because it goes from 70 and 70 down to 25 and 2, right? Humidity is 2, and you put that heat on that torch, and it'll do it, right? It just shocks it, and so you let it sit outside a little bit, and it just kind of gets chill a little bit, so it doesn't have as much of a shockability. Also, I would outside highly recommend when it's cold to smoke darker, thicker wrapper, because it's going to give you a better chance than, let's say, a Connecticut Shade, which it's such a thin wrapper that you have a higher propensity. Good word, right, Bob? A higher propensity of the wrapper cracking. All right, it just happens. Also, if I'm outside and I'm smoking a lighter cigar or whatever, I make sure I keep my band on. And if I start to notice a crack, I will try to slide my band, as long as it's not attached with glue accidentally from the factory. I will slide it down to where the crack is, and that way it will stop the crack from riding up. It's like a safety belt, right? And so as you're smoking, you just keep moving that band up a little bit, and that'll also help. So that's just a little extra to this video of how I mitigate. Man, I got some good words today. How I mitigate the possibilities of old Jack Frost messing up my smoke. Oh my gosh, the room note. If you could smell this, I'd highly recommend not having smell-o-vision on this, because Bob the Cigar Guy has a high bean diet. And most times I would not recommend being able to smell Bob the Cigar Guy's reviews. Not that I stink, but why would you be sniffing me? That's kind of weird. But the room note on this is just so full. It takes me to the thought of what a gentleman's study, a bunch of adventurers sitting around with a bunch of leather-bound volumes and books with that globe that you flip open, and it's got the bourbon and the whiskeys in it. Oh, people are telling stories about safaris and escapades, and oh man, it smells so good. It smells so good. Did I tell you it smells good? Because it does. Toasting it up really well. I want to make sure that I get a full toast. I want to make sure that all the tobacco is nice and warm, so that I'll have an even burn, so I'm not having to deal with any issues that I caused, right? Using this small little single jet on a lower setting really helps me have that control. Because see, look how that looks. Look how nice I'm doing. Look at that right there. Man, that's nice. Kind of proud of myself there. Well, I've been doing reviews for almost 9 years now. I'm not saying I'm not selfish, but if I was selfish, I'd cut this camera off and just smoke this cigar. Oh my gosh, something about the first cigar out of the box. Something about a Liga Privada. Something about an H99. That Mexican San Andreas floating around with that hybridized tobacco with that one sucker Pennsylvania and the Nicaraguan and the, what else? I tried Honduran. I got almost all of them. I almost remembered all of them. But it just, oh my gosh. Other than the Savage Feast, the Liga 10, which I have a grand affection for, and some of it is basically based on experiences and memories. Other than the Liga 10, especially the Savage Feast Anniversario, H99 is my favorite legal line. UF13 is amazing, but that's the Unico series. It's even a step above your Ligas, but I gotta hide this box. Now the H99 comes in different Vitolas. You got the Phineas Gage Lancero, which I love. You got the Super Ancho, which is a big old boy. You've got the what else have you got? You've got the Papas Fritas Vitola, the small Vitola, which I like it as well. What else you got? I think that's all you got. No, there's Half Wheel's good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities to try. Connecticut Corojo Toro, Connecticut Rojo Phineas Gage Lancero, Connecticut Rojo Robusto, the Connecticut Rojo Papas Fritas, the Connecticut Rojo Flying Pig, and the Connecticut Rojo Super Rancho. I like them. It doesn't transition. It doesn't. I can tell you that. Smoking this far in, it's not because I'm smoking this cigar, it's because I've smoked so many of the H99s. The transitions don't happen. If you like the first puff, you're going to love the last draw. It is going to get stronger. It's going to get a little pepperier. It's going to get a little bit more espresso notes. The leathers are going to be a little bit stronger. You're going to get the cedars. You're going to dry out your mouth just a little bit. You're going to get some golden raisins if you really start thinking about it. If you really start pulling it out really hard, you get the golden raisins and the raisins. The espresso notes really lend into the pepperiness, the earthiness, the minerality of the Mexican San Andreas. It really does. It's got a little bit of a tinniness to it. It's got a strength to it. Now, this has got a kick. This is not something you smoke fast. You smoke in tempo, and you make sure you eat something before you do. Maybe have something around like a cup of coffee, a glass of bourbon, 2 glasses of bourbon, 3 glasses of bourbon. Drink responsibly. Even a Diet Pepsi. It goes real well with it. About anything goes real well with it, except for maybe a glass of strawberry milk. I don't think that would do. But I don't know. I've never tried it. But I don't think that would do. But this thing will do. If you want to see more unboxings, because I've got more boxes, leave me a comment. Let me know, because I'm down with that. Give me to break into new boxes. If the boxing is just a waste of time for you, let me know, because we won't do it as much. So that's it. I'm going to go. Man, I hope you're warm and bundled up, because it is stinking cold. Chilly, chilly, chilly willy cold to the most. That little penguin, Chilly Willy. But this is just right. I got to sneeze. I got to smoke. I got to smoke up my nose. Oh, and it made me sneeze. The sneeze even smelled good. That's it. I'm going to go. I'll see you later. I love you. I really, really do. Stay warm. Later, Tater.